your boys, Antoine and Frankie P. Today is August the 26th. It's a weekday. It's Wet Wednesday. What's going on, Frankie P? How we doing today, brother?
Some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house.
He's been listening to WAP way too much.
He's got a beard. He's been listening to WAP on repeat. What's up, WAP Wednesday, folks? Everyone loves that. Get that macaroni and cheese. Yeah, man. No, everything's good. I'm watching the Bravos. This guy calling up Ian Anderson. So it's good.
All right.
Good little Wednesday.
Ooh, Bravos hat. Love it, man. Well, we got a great show
also
lined
George
up.
Southern.
Really good show. We're gonna start out with our sports talk this week. We're gonna dive into actually some fantasy football. I know that's coming up. I got the draft Friday night. And then we're gonna be touching on some pop culture, some movies and TV that you should be watching. And we're gonna end it with a short little questions tonight. So Frankie P, Sports World, what's going on, homie? Give us a skinny.
Yeah, so we got some breaking news. Coming on the air tonight. We got on NBA boycott. We've had some more shockingly police brutality. It's facetious there. Not much has changed. It's been a little bit, and NBA finally making a stand. Bucks Magic. They come onto the court for their game. They immediately leave the court and are boycotting the. I believe just the game. It's a very fluid situation as we come on the air. We're talking like an hour long. Everyone went back to the bubble. Both teams seem to be joint agreement. Seems to be the rest of the games for today are going to follow suit. I don't even know if they'll do the walk on the court. I think they're just going to stay in the bubble. But yeah, it's finally. It seems on one hand you got selfish Reed over here. That's like, damn it, I want to watch Giannis dominate and score 30 and 20 and 10, On the other hand, we got some real change potentially happening. I don't know what will happen. Hopefully the playoffs don't end. I don't want to go there, but kind of got to tip the cap. Kind of got to respect NBA players for taking a stand. Like, a lot of people are going to be mad about this. They're not mad, but it is what it is. They feel that this is what they want to do, and more power to them. If that's how you feel, got to have some conviction. So,
yeah.
Did you see that? What were your thoughts?
Dude,
you think it'll be a whole playoff thing, or what we got?
I know. So we were in the group text before this, and one of our buddies texted us, and I was like, "Whoa!" And then I read a quick article, and I don't know the story behind the police shooting. Like, just given the current track record, I'm sure it's unfortunately the same shit we've been seeing now for years. But hats off, like you said, to NBA players. I think this is their platform. This is their chance to do it. They're taking a stand, dude. And that's bold from them, because they don't know if they're going to get paid for this game, and they don't know, are they going to be able to continue the playoffs? Is NBA going to screw them? A lot of unknowns, so a lot of respect for them standing up for what they believe in. And at the end of the day, man, they're using their platform, and consider this the Kaepernick kneeling during the national anthem kind of thing. So I got respect for it, man.
Yeah. It's definitely it's bold in a good way. I like it. It's calling someone's bluff, not really calling their bluff. I don't know whose bluff they're calling, but the Blake, I believe is his last name. I always forget his first name, Jacob or Jake. I probably may not be correct, but Blake happened in Wisconsin. Bucks are the 1 seed. So yeah, it's a powerful move. It's certainly going to get people talking about it like we are today. And I can't wait, but I'll be interested to see what comes of it. I'm sure something will, and hopefully it's positive. And again, I hate to be the selfish Reed. He just loves NBA basketball. It's rare for a Southern gentleman to like the NBA. I love it. I want it back. I like LeBron. I look forward to it every night on TV. It's a must watch for me. So I want him back as quickly as I can, but I also do want respect the move and want change. So wanted to get that out of the way. Not out of the way, but and dive into some more sports.
Yeah, let's
so
do
we can
it.
Go. It's always it's a turbulent subject for some people. But PGA, FedEx Cup playoffs. DJ dominant last week, -30, second lowest score on the PGA Tour or something ever. Going into Olympia Fields this week, beautiful course. I haven't looked into this. I don't know if you have, but do you know, real quick sidebar here? Do you know how to download courses in PGA? Can we download Olympia Fields? You look
Dude,
it up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've tried to go to like the course store or whatever, and I haven't been able to download anything.
Yeah, it seems like they may not have done that feature yet, or maybe it's a society feature. Sorry, sidebar, dive back in. But we're real live PGA this week, dude. Tiger needs to play well. Down to 70, I believe. 70 people left. It's a whittling down playoff scenario. Yep, 70 left. BMW at Olympia. I mean, DJ's coming in as the favorite. Obviously, he's balling out. But, dude, big names. Rory, DeChambeau, Thomas, Schauffele, Berger, Morikawa. They're all there. Woods. Yeah, you like anyone? Have you seen the course? It's as pretty as they come. It's going to be a fun little week. And
Yeah, I was actually just pulled it up. Looks like it's in Illinois, Olympia Fields, Illinois. Did
yeah,
not know that. Looking at the FedEx Cup rankings as well, looks like everybody's within a buckshot. Looks like 800 points down to number 6, 600 points down to Colin Morikawa's number 5 right now in the FedEx rankings. I mean, these tournaments, they matter, and I think it's coming down, like you
yeah,
said, to the end of the season, and this is when things get exciting for PGA.
yeah, for sure. And this is like make or break for real. Like Herman, I don't know, Jim Herman. This guy's a journeyman. The other week he had to birdie 18 to make the cut. Then he shot like 63, 62, and won, I think, to get him into the next week, which he made more money in those 2 weeks than he did the whole year previous. And then Billy Horschel won the FedEx Cup one time. You get hot at the right time. You win these tournaments that are weighted very heavily. So if you win, like DJ just catapulted up, you win this, like, and you're, in 50th place, you just jumped into like a top 10. And then if you make it to the end and you're in the final one, that one tournament's worth like $10 million. So, like you said, stakes are high, dude. So very fun tournament. Anybody piquing your interest? Any guys you got your eye on?
Dude,
Coming into this. It's a
I
tough
want to
one. I don't
say,
know who to pick. It's a crapshoot.
yeah, I want to say Daniel Berger has been on my
Ooh.
radar. Like, he's just been steady Eddie in a lot of these tournaments. I mean, obviously we've seen DJ catch fire. JT's been looking good.
Yeah.
But Berger is in that like top 5 where I'm kind of like, wow, he's kind of been a dark horse. He kind of snuck in there.
Yeah, he was hot before Burger, and then after, very hot as well. Dude, guy, I don't know if you know this about him, but like he bought all these clubs. The clubs he plays was his high school clubs, so they're very old irons. They don't even make them anymore. I believe they're tailor-made. Don't hold me to that, but they don't make them anymore. He went on eBay and bought like every set he could find. So he's like
Wow.
4 sets of the same no longer made clubs. So
Damn.
very good story. He had a big wrist problem, had to battle back. Was good, and then got hurt. And your wrist hurts. Baseball, golf, you got to flick that thing. If it's ligaments giving you damage, it's tough. So great story in that.
Wow.
I hope he does well. I kind of was looking at DeChambeau, our guy, very polarizing case. I think he has been scratching, knocking on the door, and I think he's ready to break it down. So that's kind
I
of
like
my guy this week. I'm going to take him. I've been riding that horse, but dude, we're on the precipice of fantasy. You told me in the pre-show you have a fantasy draft this week. That is red flags going off in my head. I got to start doing some prep. I got to start staying up till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
We talked before. Overrated, underrated, the fantasy football rundown. Give me some names. Give me some guys that are overrated, underrated for you.
So for me, I just started kind of looking at the rankings today. I'm not necessarily a ranking slave. The way I approach fantasy football, and we talked about this last season, is I like to look at the offenses of these teams and what do their offensive line do on the offseason. Is it historically a productive offense? What are they? Are they air raid? Are they more ground and pound? So right off the bat, I know we talked about this. Like, my most overrated player is Joe Mixon. He's in, it looks like, top 10 rankings. Like, this guy comes up every year in like the top like 10 to 15 in the rankings board. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it's a volume play at best. Like, Cincinnati's offense has sucked for years. AJ Green's always hurt. So teams just stack the box on their offense. So that's my top overrated player that just kind of first glance here. What about you, man?
Yeah, so I kind of agree with you a little bit. I mean, the Bengals are going to be bad. I don't want the worst team because they're going to be down. Leads me to think they're going to throw more. But Mixon, like you said, volume play. He got a lot of volume. I was looking at his stats, a lot of carries. So also worrisome in that regard for injury. You don't want that many
Right.
carries. But running backs, the life isn't that. All the longevity isn't there. But kind of overrated guy for me. This guy's been getting a lot of attention. Every article I see on all these websites, a guy I love. I love this guy. I mean, I want him on my team. Calvin Ridley, Atlanta Falcons. He had a breakout season last year. I think he had 10 touchdowns, 8 touchdowns, something like that. Got hurt at the end, didn't even play a full season, still put up, I think, top 20 numbers. I have nothing in front of me. It's just all out of this dome here.
Big
But
brain.
I just worry when everyone starts saying this guy, this guy, this guy. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember, but there's also a guy named Julio Jones on his team who was double teamed. Oh, he's going to be double teamed and leave Ridley open. He's been double teamed for like 5 years. So I think he's still going to put up the numbers. I think Ridley's numbers are there. I wouldn't take him as high as he's being taken. What you got?
So real quick, the rundown on Ridley, wide receiver 16. He had 7 touchdowns last year. I mean, I think that's just as many as Julio, I want to say.
Was it? Yeah. I mean,
I want
that's
to say,
true. It's true.
yeah, I want to say,
Yeah. So I'm just saying,
respect it.
just pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
so I'll give you the underrated guy, and it's kind
Yeah,
of the flip of the spectrum. You can say overrated, underrated. These words are just thrown around willy nilly.
yeah.
2020, okay, fantasy willy nilly. But no, Kyler Murray, underrated. I
Ooh.
overrate Kyler Murray. I love Kyler Murray. I am going out and getting him like this year's Lamar Jackson, inject him into my veins. They just got DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver. They paid a hefty price for that. They're not going to let that secretariat, that thoroughbred, if you will, sit in the stable and not get
Rari.
rev the engine on the Rari. And you got 2 Raris, and that equals danger. And so that's kind of my guy. I'm going out and getting Murray in every draft.
Arizona air raid offense, man. Love it. I think it's going to be a good fit for DeAndre. I think Kyler Murray, like you said, dude, you were all over Lamar Jackson last year. I think I'm right there with you on the Kyler Murray play this year. He showed he can run a little bit. He can scramble.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a better understanding. There may not be that sophomore slump. So for me, underrated players, I'm going running backs. I see Nick Chubb. I'm going to probably target him first round, dude. If I have 6, 6, 7, 8th pick, I'm looking at Nick Chubb. I drafted him way higher than he should have last year. I think he overperformed kind of towards the end of the year. Beginning of the year, he had a slow start. Other under the radar, most underrated player for me, Austin Eckler. Call it the Hard Knocks disease. I've just been watching him on tape on Hard Knocks. The San Diego, or I guess now Los Angeles Chargers are hyping him up. But I saw Matthew Berry talk a little bit about him the other day, and dude, I think there's something like the last 9 games of the season, like he put up top 10 running back numbers. So I'm
Yeah.
keeping an eye on those 2 guys in particular in my first 2 rounds.
Yeah. I love to be the contrarian to all your picks, dude. You've been hyping Eckler for a while. I was not an Eckler guy. I kind of dove deep to the stats. Dude, he was really good. The Melvin Gordon situation last year hurt him. Dude, this guy, if you look at his Instagram, holy shit, this guy's a workout warrior. I like that. Seems like he's got a good work ethic from Hard Knocks. You were all over Darren Waller last year. I called you fucking crazy. I said, do not touch this guy. This guy, had problems in the offseason. Georgia Tech guy, that's going to be a red flag. You said draft him. Should have listened to you. One of the top 5 tight ends. So Austin Eckler, don't sleep on him. I don't like the size, but he's like a skinnier Michael Turner, smaller, more athletic bowling ball. So
Running back 14. I think he's more of a top 10 guy, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
This is my take.
Well, I've been doing some deep diving. We've somewhat switched roles. I've been hitting the secondhand watching. I've been hitting the pop culture TV shows.
Let's roll.
Out the yin yang. I got more in the hopper. I got more in the tank. But dude, I got 2 for you. I got 1 doc, 1 movie.
Okay.
First one up is a documentary, Inequality for All.
Ooh.
Economics. I can't even pronounce it. Economics or economist. I don't know what I'm saying. economist in Bill Clinton's administration. Does a documentary on inequality. Very well done.
Interesting.
I recommend it to everyone. All I'll say is that the Mormon guy, what's his name, the Mitt Romney that ran for president, and the Mr. Pillow guy paid less percentage in taxes than you and I last year. So that seems unfair. Someone that made $70 million should probably pay more taxes than you and I on our small little amount. Very good, short, sweet. It's actually funny. Liked it a lot. Netflix, very highly recommended. Watch it. Second one, going quick here. Hulu. That other one was on Netflix. This one's on Hulu. Beach Bum. Matthew McConaughey doesn't really get much hype in the McConaughey, spectrum or portfolio of movies. But dude, a lot of cameos. It's a comedy. It's got some seriousness to it. It's a little outlandish. Didn't know what to expect. Only an hour and a half. Thought it was very funny. About finding yourself, about following your dream, about not caring what people say about you, and living your own life, dude. I thought it was not very well done, but is a kind of a curveball surprise. Like you're like, oh, it's actually a good movie. So
all right.
Those are my two recommendations. Very good. I'd recommend those. Feel strong.
I saw the Inequality for All doc pop up on my feed, and I was like, But that brings me up to another movie because I had made a decision the other night. It was between Inequality for All and this other movie. This other movie called Hank, 5 Years from the Brink, was so good, dude. They interviewed, he was I think the head of the U.S. Treasury from 2007 until like 2009 or 2010 during the Bush administration. Literally a full interview is the whole movie, and they kind of go back and forth between what happened during the housing crisis. And like, I've read a shit ton about this, and like I felt like I understand it, but like hearing it from the horse's mouth and him explaining every single decision he was making was like so cool to see, because like this was like 2007 2008 crash was a complete domino effect, like where he was thinking it was only one thing, okay, I'll fix it. But like this whole documentary goes right into it. Highly recommend on Netflix. Hank, have you watched it, seen it, heard about it?
I haven't even heard about it.
Highly recommend
it's a doc, though? It's a doc?
It's a documentary, but
that's tight.
They do a good job where it's like, hey, they kind of interview him and then they tell a story and then they interview like the people he was working with, and like it's definitely well done. I think it's worth watching. If you liked Inequality for All, I'm sure it's kind of in the same wheelhouse.
Nice. Definitely check it out. Definitely.
Yeah. The next thing I got, though, I know I brought this up last episode, but dude, I had my mind blown last night. I was watching Connected. It's kind of this science, like planet earthy kind of thing. This geeky guy is the host. He's kind of quirky and funny. But dude, there was this episode on this theory. It's called the Benford theory. And this theory controls everything that we do. And it's all based on numbers. So like this theory, I'm not going to try to explain it, but I will in my best ability here. It says that no matter what we do, everything can be like a number that we do. Sports, it can be stats, it can be random numbers. And this is something that I guess the IRS uses to detect fraud. But there are more ones than there are twos that start with a number. So like out of all the numbers, there's 30% of all numbers possible. 30% of those all start with a one. And then it goes down in a certain ratio. Out of all the possibilities of numbers, every single number that starts with a two it's 20%. And like these scientists from all different fields, backgrounds, whatever, use this theory in whatever they're doing. And it's like crazy. This guy connects all these things like with this theory. He's traveling the world. Dude, really cool episode. Like I had my mind blown. Highly recommend watching Connected.
I haven't seen Connected. They got to hop in there. It seems cool. That's just one episode of Connected, though?
One episode. I think it's 30 minutes long, dude. It was like super interesting. And like he somehow related the theory to music and Beyonce, and was like interviewing some guy about how you could trace the notes for how long they were played. So you'd place like a number on it. And this theory of like ratio kept showing up, and no matter like what he did. So like, yeah, it was really cool. And then I saw this little ad today on while scrolling through my feed, the Binge Night on Hulu with Vince Vaughn. It actually looked kind of funny. It looked like a little bit of what was that movie, like X Party or something?
Like they played games with Bateman, Jason Bateman game show
Trying to
or
think,
whatever.
man. I guess the
So
premise of
it's like you watch him with Vince Vaughn, or it's all his like
he,
cinematography all in one.
he's in the movie. Like Vince Vaughn is in the movie. I'm trying to think Project X or something like that. It was like some like
Ooh.
party movie. It seemed like it was that, but the whole premise of the movie is that for 24 hours in the US, like if you're 18 and older, you get to drink. So like for 24 hours, like the
Huh.
whole premise of the movie is that. So it's like high schoolers and parties and like Vince
Mm.
Vaughn. So
It's tight
I
though.
look good. I haven't looked at the ratings or anything, but I'm gonna watch it. It's on Hulu.
That's tight. That's tight.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I mean, that was a good little pop culture movie, Stevie. We got some
Yeah.
good material for you guys to be watching. But let's get into our questions here, and we will wrap it up for the day. What kind of questions you got today, Frankie P?
Yeah. So we talked or coming on the show today. It's we're in a season change. Or some temperatures are dropping. The winds are picking up. Could be fall. Pumpkin season is upon us. Big pumpkin spice latte guy. Big pumpkin beer guy. Just kidding. Hate pumpkin beer, actually. That's on my own shirt, though.
Really? The disrespect.
No, I do hate pumpkin beer. Pumpkin spice lattes are okay, though. But, yeah, but, dude, hoodies. I don't have a hoodie. You were saying it's hoodie season. What's the go-to hoodie, and what should I buy? I don't have a hoodie. I just have little
What?
jackets. Yeah, I
You
don't
don't
have
have
a
a
hoodie.
hoodie?
Don't own a
One
hoodie,
single
dude.
hoodie.
It's sad. Nothing. I'm a pullover
Wow.
guy, dude. Pullover. I don't like the hood.
I mean, dude, I think you gotta have the hoodie because like when it gets super cold up here, that's only layer one for me. Like I'm rocking hoodies like 7 days a week, and then layer two is the big puff jacket. So,
Mm,
go-to hoodie though, I have an Atlanta Hawks hoodie that I've had now for a couple years, and that's like the go-to for everything. Like I wear it, I wear it probably
okay.
3 or 4 days a week.
I'm gonna have to just start. What makes a good hoodie? I don't even know. I
Just
mean, is it the
whatever
hood? Is it
you
mostly the
like.
hood, or is it mostly the feel? You want softness? Do you want thread count? Do you want, long sleeves? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I just find the standard cotton hoodies are the go-tos for me, man.
Okay.
I mean, you can get
Okay.
like the Under Armour ones and stuff, like those are nice, but I just go with the standard cottons, man.
I wonder what like the most expensive hoodie is out there. What do you
Gucci,
think?
Gucci probably makes
Gucci. They
them.
make hoodies.
I don't know, fuck.
Some
But I have
holes
a
in the
question
side.
for you though tonight, and then we'll
What we
wrap
got?
this up. All right.
Mm, mm.
So, when are you getting an autonomous vehicle? Let's just say like tomorrow everybody's like, oh, the U.S. legalizes autonomous vehicles. When would you get one? Let's just say that they prove that it works and it's safe. Like, would you get one tomorrow?
Oh. No. I kind of
No.
like the feeling of just putting the gas pedal just right on the floor and just going 100 down 400. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I mean,
I remember that one time your car got like a fender bender and you got a rental car. You had the Dodge
oh yeah.
Charger.
That was funny though.
Donuts in the front yard. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Holes in this house. And I'm home.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm still
Uh,
on the fence about autonomous vehicles. I think
I would like to have control.
I'd be a late adopter to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. But yeah, thanks for coming along today, folks.
Dude.
Always a great show. Like, subscribe, smash the notification button on YouTube.
Mm.
We love you guys. Frankie P, any closing words?
Yeah. Just we do want change in this country, and if it takes NBA playoffs to make that happen, I am for that. We got some more questions for you next week. We got some more stuff coming. I got some revelations in my world that we've kept close to the vest, and we're just waiting to see how those play out before we kind of come on the air and let them all out there. So stay tuned. You're going to want to see what we got for you. Olympia Fields, FedEx playoffs will be sick.
Oh yeah, be on the lookout for some PGA 2K tutorials coming out from your boys.
And just real quick, this guy fucks 7 under, 7 under.
Over and
All right,
out.
man. Fun as always.
Deuces.